Okay, so I hope the lighting is good enough. I was trying to remember exactly how I made my last anime bar talk. I think I just called it bar talk. It's supposed to be anime bar talk. I think that's what I said in my last one. I like skimmed it over, but didn't look at it a lot or anything. But I thought I said that. But the goal here is this lighting is going to get progressively better. I'm trying to make sure like this is dark so you guys can really see the hues of the colors in the background, while also making the vibe right for these style of videos in the room. I got LEDs. I got a nice deep dark kind of brown lampshade. It really holds the light in it, so it kind of gives off like a really cool, chill, warm, but yet warm vibe. I really like that about that light. But I don't know if it's quite bright enough. But I need something that's not too dark, because you don't want to get the background too lit up. I'm actually using my Mac. See, look, I'm using my Mac for all my lighting necessities for my face right now. I'm hoping it's good enough. I mean, you guys let me know. I need to check the timer too. I'm probably gonna be late for class. It happens, but not all these are recorded at night. You didn't know? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just being funny. Not really. But today's topic really what I really wanted to just kind of discuss as I do take a look downward and just see a couple things I wrote out for look at the light on me now. This is beautiful. That's right. That's probably too much light actually. See, now we're working. We fixed our lighting issue on camera. There we go. Is this good? I think this is good. I don't want it to be too, but I'll make sure. I bet you, yeah, when I scoot it back kind of like that. So this is what we're going to do. So, anime bar talk. I love it. I just love the idea. I love the chill vibe of it. I actually got kind of like the inspiration from, if you guys know Hitch a Ride from Optic Gaming, or Hitch from Optic Gaming. He does Around the Bar, which I really like. I like kind of like that atmosphere he's going for. So it's just like anime bar talk. I was like, we're talking about two totally different things, so why not just call on anime bar talk since this is an anime podcast? It's not a podcast anywhere near his. I was like, anime bar talk. I was like, something that resembles chill, laid back, no cutter edits, just kind of like bar conversation. That's just kind of how I was like, yeah, I like that. I was like, it fits the theme of what I want to do too. And what I did do for the old Hexcast when I was doing like domestic girlfriend reviews and stuff like that. So, I like it a lot. I like it a lot, and I hope you do too. So, yeah, today, talking about anime and YouTube and, not just kind of like doing videos kind of just for doing it now. Like, because I like doing them, and I never want to feel like I'm not doing them. I don't know if I can ever gain like the 6 videos a week kind of hex. I don't know. I don't know. That's a lot. That's at least with full-time school. That's like another 10 hours of dedication right there. It's not 12. Just throughout the week. And you got to remember, you sleep at least 8 of them. And then I go to school for the other probably 5 a day, 4 a day. At least 3 though every day. So I mean, half the day's already gone, and I gotta eat, and I gotta do all the adult stuff, right? But talking about thinking about anime and how doing YouTube it can drive you nuts, and I was even watching a Trash Taste podcast. This made me even thinking, even more that like it can drive you nuts because you always think you can be making a piece of content when you're just chilling, and then that kind of like forces you to do a piece of content that you don't enjoy doing as much, and then it just kind of like wears you down because it's almost like, it's time to go to work in a sense, right? But it's an awesome job. But it's just like, you still have moments to where like you don't want to be at your awesome job for a second, right? You know what I mean? But it's really hard on like being a fan sometimes. Like you're always a fan of the shows and stuff like that, but you're always just kind of like, sometimes just kind of like, I gotta watch this now. Like I need to get this now so I try to get some more views, like get it out earlier, which is kind of like why I'm just like, I'm just going to do these reviews, and I'll get them out when I get them out, and I'll do other pieces of content that, like, not that I more so want to do, but, like, I more so want to do just because of, like, it's funner. It's more relaxing. There's not as much of a sense of urgency, right? Like I do at least got to get episode 3 out before 4 and 5 out before 6 when it comes to like doing review and reactions. I mean, because that's just counterproductive if you don't. That's tough. I mean, that's just a big episode that you can like refer back to and do analysis over. It's just kind of tough. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, it's even though like don't get me wrong, 7 days is more than enough time. It's more than enough time. It's absolutely more than enough time to get a piece of content out and watch an episode. But sometimes it's just kind of like I'm being lazy and not getting to it. Which I think watching an episode of something weekly is always the best because it's always fresher in your mind. Don't get me wrong, like. I would definitely totally get that debate, argument, whatever the hell you want to call it. I totally understand that. I would totally understand it, 100%. But I'm just saying, sometimes you just don't want to do something right then and there. But then you have to, and then it's just like, now look at me. I'm not getting as much subs or views that month or this month because I'm behind, and then you're pressing yourself even harder because like now I can't be behind. I need to like stay on top of this because I see it's visibly affecting some of the stuff I do. And that's of course if you're more so like a seasonal reviewer, which I just like to do. I mean that's what I already did like to do. I still do, obviously, not to the degree I did. I mean clearly look, but still, nonetheless, still, none the freaking less. I'm thirsty. But nonetheless, it's something you like to do, but it's just not necessarily something you want to do right then and there, like I was just saying. And it's something that I still want to do today, but like just not to that extent because like it just kind of, once getting to the show is the hardest part. Watching shows is like, yeah, this is awesome again, but getting to that point, it's just like, but I'm chilling doing this. I got Pokemon Sword. I got Pokemon Shield. I'm playing this game. I'm grinding another interest out or another passion out. Video games, anime. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like kind of one of those things. And it does suck sometimes. Like, it does. It absolutely sucks sometimes. But you have to do it. It's just like, and that's no pressure on like anyone that, watching this video. It's like, maybe we're wanting too much or no. It's, I was doing probably too many shows to begin with at one time. I loved it, but like, it's almost when you're loving something, you're still like, it's still wearing on you and it can do it like really, really subconsciously. Think about it. You don't know whenever you're burnt out on something until you start to feel burnt out, right? Like, what that means is you could have stopped and not done it for a while slightly before when you slightly felt the slightest bit of fatigue of it. But sometimes you may feel fatigued for something. You take a break for an hour. It's just like, oh my gosh, I need to play this. That's so fun. Like I know that I would be happy playing that. I'd be content. So it's just like you don't know until it hits you, and that's the dangerous part about it. But I still, I still really absolutely enjoy doing it. Maybe I just need to find that groove. I did in the summer. Rent a Girlfriend and Fire Force and ReZero I was doing at least 3 shows. Still not like 5 or 6 like I was doing before. And then like on top of that, random content. Maybe I want to do it again. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll like that hard. Like obviously I'm reviewing Horimiya, and yes, ReZero is coming. I just haven't got to ReZero yet, so I will. But I will. I'll get to that. No big deal. I'll get to it. I'm tired. You see me yawning? Don't you? I have like this deep voice, and then I have like this treble voice, and like you can like sometimes hear when I talk, you feel the bass, and then you feel the treble in my voice, and then but I'm just like chilling like this. It just gets naturally deep when I'm like talking really kind of like soft spoken, but like really direct into the mic. I honestly like this is the wavelength I need to be at. Like talking more high pitched like this. This is better audio, but yet my audio is always loud, even though it's so tiny in my my wavelength form. It's super tiny, but yet it always comes out loud enough for sure. I don't know. I mean, huh. These people are texting me. I have no idea what they're talking about though. Group texts are like the worst. I mean, let's be honest. Group texts are like the worst. You never know what's gonna be said, and sometimes they're awesome, and it's just like maybe you're butting of a joke. Maybe someone's getting feisty in there. A lot of masculinity or a lot of showing off. Whatever it is, man. Whatever it is. Yeah, I can't stop yelling now. Well, just I'm tired. But no, but more back into the anime thing. I think it's kind of I rambled. Did I just ramble for like 2 freaking minutes? That's nuts. Did I really just ramble for 2 minutes? It's still going on YouTube. Unedited. But so like I the whole weekly thing is just kind of like that's just tough. If I was just like watching it with no pressure to review, because even if you like you come into mentality once you watch the show, you're like, man, I could say something about this. Yeah, I've been doing it so long, I can naturally just kind of like critically think something or pick out something, and so let's talk about this specific thing in this video. Like I want to hear my opinion get heard and other people reply to it because I want to have a conversation. And especially whenever not where a lot like. Especially when like not a lot of people from where you're from necessarily watch a lot of anime and stuff like that. So I mean, yeah, I love this shit. But does that make sense? Like, am I just like, I know it makes sense. It has to make sense. It definitely makes sense. So like that's a warning I would even give to people that like maybe want to be content creators, like Anituber stuff like that. Definitely be wary. Yeah. I hear a stream on in another room. It's mine. I'm Chromecasting, but I'm not watching it because I'm here with you guys. Because I love you so much. But because I love you so much. But I think that's something that is important to know for people that want to do AnyTube. Grind your heart away, but really try to, because if you really love doing something, and like even if you do get burnt out on it, like if you're doing it for 2 years straight, 3 years straight, 4 years straight, and you're loving every minute of it, then you still got those memories and you still love that. And I mean, if you end up getting burnt out on it, despite like you maybe being able to control that, then absolutely. And like I said, I'm burnt out a little bit for sure. Like I mean, that's why it's an open topic, right? This is why part of the topic we're talking about. And sometimes it's hard. Like you may be burnt out, but like until you like get yourself back in a groove, like I did in the summer, you're fine. Like it's just you gotta find that groove. And whenever you get out of the groove, it's a groove is like really narrow, high hills, but you're taking really low slopes and wide hills, like wavelength wise. Then obviously they're not gonna align perfectly, right? Like that's just not gonna happen. Just not plausible. Just not plausible at all. So that's definitely what I think about that. That's 100% what I think and feel about that. Doing scripted content's always fun. I have a script. Actually, let me close this really quick. My face is gonna go dark. Yes, I actually have another script, and yeah. How long is it? It's a page and a half. It's already typed up. Oh yeah, I'm 100% down. Yeah. Absolutely. This is gonna be a good script. I think you guys are really gonna like this one. This is gonna be a more interesting kind of critical thinking script, like explaining how I look at stuff and whatnot. It'll be cool. And it's like done in a nice story, in a story kind of format. I indirectly kind of express myself. Yeah. And sometimes you don't even realize or think about it. Wait. And so I think I have a typo. And sometimes you don't even realize or think about while watching their favorite. They don't. Oh, I should be. And sometimes they don't even realize or think about. Yeah, I'll have to fix that. You guys want to hear the whole paragraph? I'll give you like one sentence or 2 sentences. It says, What surprised you and caught you off? You were off guard. You off guard. So you're like, you know what? I'm gonna fix it while I'm on it. And I wish I could show you. What? And sometimes you don't realize what's caught you off guard or surprised you. Okay. Yeah, I gotta the whole dude. Everything else is like good, but there's a few typos to where oh my gosh. Sometimes thoughts don't go to paper, folks. What surprised you or caught you off guard? What in that literature? What in that literature resonates with? Geez, with you and why? What surprised you and or caught you off guard? And or caught you off guard? What was in front of you the whole time that you never noticed? That plays a big role in the story. Yeah, and it's like, what in front of you? Yeah. What was in front of you the whole time that you never noticed? That plays a big role in the story. Wait, that was always. Yeah, that was always a key. Yeah, we're scripting right in front of you guys. I'm so sorry. What was in front of you the whole time that you never noticed? That was a key factor to the story. What did the show hide in its subtext rather than displaying it directly? Yeah, rather than directly. Yeah. These are all the things I look for in a show, and things people don't realize they look for. Yep, 100% true too. What? Yep. All right. Moment of silence over. I wonder how many people just clicked off the video. I wonder, like, he's just not talking anymore. I always go back over scripts. Sometimes I don't, and I'm just reading them like, freak, I fricked up. I gotta go back and fix this. He really made me write a good script. You know, I had a teacher that a lot of people didn't like. I didn't necessarily dislike him. I saw that where he's goofy, but like, I liked the way he taught in a sense. Like, I liked how he taught us how to script write and stuff like that. I like how he went over. I like how he taught us how to script write, and I also liked how he not just script write, but like how he like had us analyze film. He put on a film, and he said, "What is that? Why did they do that? What did it set up?" And I think that was kind of really good, actually. Our new teacher doesn't do anything like that, but I think that was kind of really good. Show you a movie. Why did they do a close up there? Why did they do a mid shot there? Why is that a long shot? Not yes, a long shot establishes stuff, right? Like a long view, like how big the city is supposed to essentially give you perspective of something, a person, place, or thing. But like it can also just be like a materialistic object. Like they see that the guy walks into the room, and it has and it's a camera shot at the doorway. The guy walks in the doorway. That showcases him walking in, and then the next shot is from the doorway, which he's off the camera, but it's like a first person perspective. But through that first person perspective, it's showcasing him looking at. It has a shot of the phone next, which is supposed to indicate he's looking at the phone. Phone rings randomly. I mean, like stuff like that's supposed to tell a story without the dialogue. It's supposed to tell you what's going to happen before you even, right? It's constant foreshadowing. Like, stuff like that's pretty cool, and I try to apply that. I think that stuff's really cool. I really love that stuff a lot, though. But it's good and bad with everybody. I mean, sometimes they outweigh one another. Water. But I mean, sometimes they outweigh one another and stuff like that. But like sometimes the good and bads. I mean, there could be a lot of good things about someone and a lot of bads. Not like literal, but like in terms of teaching, how they teach stuff like that. But it happens. It happens. But then you got to kind of like, how much do you value this aspect of the person and a teaching regard and or that? You know what I mean? Just stuff like that. Just you got to make your decision. And sometimes it's tough, or sometimes it's easy when they take stuff. When they just take stuff from the school. But yeah. I think that's kind of all we have for today. So I have a couple other topics. I want to talk about them in separate videos so I can get some more content out to you guys. And they'll probably all at least be 15 minutes. So yeah, I just want this to be like the new kind of Hexcast when I did the podcast individually. And then my other Hexcast, like I'm working on something for that. So it's not just going to go away. It's going to be a thing. Yeah. So other than that, though, guys, I'll see you guys next time. And hope you guys enjoyed Anime Bar Talk. See ya.